Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to talk to you about this thing up at the top here, faction battles. Now this is something that I love that Netmarble has done with the game, and I'm super happy that they keep reintroducing it to us, to new and veteran players alike. And so I want to take the time today to make a video about it, tell you guys about it for new players who aren't sure what it is, tell you some kind of scumbag tips that I've picked up along the way, in order to make the most out of the faction battle for you, and also my thoughts and feelings on faction battles so far and future faction battles. So let's get into it. First of all, what are these faction battles? So we can see that the one we have right now is Vigilantism, and you're granting permission for vigilantes like the Punisher to kill criminals. And then of course on the other end we have Double D. That is not a sexual reference, guys. Get your minds out of that dirty gutter. That is Daredevil, and he's obviously anti-registration, so he does not want to kill criminals. He wants to lock them up in jail cells, kind of like the Batman versus killer Batman theory kind of thing. This is actually the fourth faction battle we've had. Faction battles go all the way back to the 1-year anniversary, sometime I believe in April or May of this year, when we had the whole Civil War stuff with Crossbones, with Thanos, Ebony Maw, and Supergiant, where we had all those uniforms, where we had the very first tier 2 skills released, and when we had the first faction battle with Iron Man and Captain America, the original Registration Act faction battle. What are the faction battles? Basically, you pick a side, you're pro-registration or anti-registration, and then everything you do in the game will contribute some kind of point to your team. Now obviously, like, I've only contributed 2,000 points. The highest guy on the anti-registration side has contributed almost 8,000 points. He's obviously a try-hard. He's taking this shit way too seriously. I'm not on his level. I can't get up to his game skill. I'm just a fucking noob. You know, I'm a drooling idiot. So you see here how many points you get, but this is not really what's important. What's important about it is that this brings the community together, and it puts people on different sides. It creates some kind of artificial competition without people having to go out and seek competition or find ways to compete with other players. And it involves both veterans and new players alike, so everyone can compete, everyone can contribute. It's really great. You know, it involves characters in the game that we know and love, and it makes them more refreshing, more interesting. You know, even though Daredevil is not getting a lot of love right now, or Punisher or whatever, because the characters are still featured in a big way, you know, it helps still keep them fresh in players' minds, and it makes them happy. If you're a really huge Punisher fan or you're a really huge Daredevil fan, shout out Stevie Wonder, you know, it makes you happy because you see these characters in a new light. Now, what does that little lock mean? That lock is pretty important. What it means is that there are more people on the anti-registration side, my side. Obviously, guys, they joined because they knew I was on the side. They're smart, do what they do, but right now you can't. Actually, Netmarble has locked the anti-registration side until enough people join the pro-registration side so that it evens out. Right now, as you can see, it's almost dead even, so Netmarble is being particularly strict with how quickly and how frequently they use that lock system. Before, it had to be like over 1% difference before they locked it, so it was quite easy to see which team was winning, and that's going to be important a little bit later on in the video. But it's really great. Okay, guys, when this starts, it asks you to pick a side. Once you pick a side, you can't change sides, so please keep that in mind. And then, of course, like I said, you use these systems to see how many points you're getting for your team, and it's really great because at the end of every mission, at the end of every world boss battle or villain siege or timeline battle, it tells you, hey, you've earned 4 points, your side is in the lead. Or they give you double the points and they say, hey, we're fucking behind, we suck, let's pick this shit up, you know, like, be a man, be a woman, you know, get your balls into it, get your woman's balls into it. I don't know. So anyways, I think it's really great. I think the faction battle system is amazing. After the original Civil War, Iron Man v Captain America, go Team Cap, faction battle, we had another one with Iron Man and Captain Marvel, which was the predictive justice one, which is great, kind of like Minority Report, except there's no shitty ass Tom Cruise. Then we had the one with Luke Cage and Captain Marvel, the Thunderbolts supervillain team. That was amazing, and I just really love these. And you know, they can keep going with different characters, make it fresh. You know, the rewards that you get for being on the winning side are pretty cool. They're not that big, and they don't show them here, which is kind of weird, but they do show the rewards. Oh, they do show the rewards. Yeah, so if you just participate, you get all these rewards, And then if you win or you lose or you tie, you get these rewards over here on the left. And then of course, if you're the biggest scumbag of them all and you're number 1, I don't know how the fuck you would do that, but if you do get it, you get a pretty juicy reward there. But it seems kind of not random, but kind of like impossible to be as good as North Star Wild. Shout out to North Star Wild. You have no life. So about the faction battles, guys, the scumbag moment is about to come. Basically, what you can do if you want, if you're feeling particularly frisky, you can not join a faction. Because when the pop-up comes up, I can't show you because I've already joined Team Double D, because I'm all about them jugs. But when it pops up, you can just click decline, like you click decline when your monthly bioselector comes up, except it won't have a 23-hour expiry date. It will expire when the faction battle expires, but you're not a total drooling idiot because you're at least watching my videos, so you got that going for you. You wait until there's like 24 hours left, maybe less, and then you join the side that's winning as long as the lock's not on it. So of course right now, if the alliance, or not alliance, if the faction battle was about to end, you'd be shit out of luck because you could not join my side, obviously the winning side. But hopefully they'll be a little bit less strict with this lock system that they have, because in previous faction battles, even if the team was like almost 1% ahead, they were clearly going to win, you could still join the team up until, you know, 24 hours before the faction battle ended. So hopefully they'll unlock Team Double D, and you guys can join me, put on your extra thick, extra dark shades, and get stumbling around the room for Team Daredevil. If not, you can still join Team Punisher and get some reward. Obviously, guys, not joining a team is just straight up stupid because you still get a reward for losing. The reward difference is not that different. It's not that much better to win than lose. It's a little bit better, but it's not like so much better. And it's really great. It involves the community, and I just think it's an excellent thing in the game, and I would love for them to keep not only having it as an active thing in the game every, you know, couple of weeks to be refreshed, but also if they could tweak it and make it different, make it change, make it new every time. Maybe we can vote for which hero and villain, or hero and hero, or villain show up, and then that could change in some way. I mean, there would be so many cool things they could do with it. For example, they could give you like 5 times the contribution points if you can use the leader of each team in some kind of like meaningful way. Like if you can get over 70% of the world's boss's health down with Daredevil, let's say he does 70% of the DPS to the world boss, you get an extra like 5 times contribution points. So instead of getting, let's see here, instead of getting 25 for the world boss here at the bottom, you would get, you know, 125 or 100 or something like that. And that would be a really interesting way to spice this up and make it even cooler. People would have more cool vids to show the community, like, oh guys, check it out, I grinded this and I fucking finally killed Supergiant with Punisher. I want to fucking bleach my eyes out, but I did it for those contribution rewards. Go Team Punisher, skulls for life, you know, gigolos, whatever you want to call them. So there's so much creativity and there's so much room for that to grow. So I think it's just excellent. It's amazing, and I hope that they continue to make it, you know, a centerpiece of the game going forward, because I just love it, and I actually hate it when I don't see it, because I feel like that space should be taken up by something as cool as these faction battles. So guys, those are my thoughts on the faction battles. Let me know what you think. Let me know what team you're going for. In the previous ones, I went with, of course, Captain America for the first faction battle. Then I went with Iron Man because I was anti-predictive justice, and I think we lost. But I can't remember, so correct me if I'm wrong, guys. And then in the last one with Luke Cage and Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel, I think I went with Captain Marvel because Luke Cage, I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of his. And the Thunderbolts, fuck the Thunderbolts. Yeah, I'm definitely Team Double D this time, guys, so tell me what team you're on. Tell me what ideas you guys have for the faction rewards. Maybe Netmarble is creeping on our vids. They're going to see what's up. They're going to get some ideas, maybe spice this thing up, get a little picante, a little caliente, some jalapeno peppers in here. And guys, of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.